Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
In the Lord there is divine love and wisdom. In the sun that comes from Him there is divine fire and divine radiance, and from that sun comes spiritual warmth and spiritual light. Please continue watching for the captivating spiritual insights of Emanuel Swedenborg, vegetarian.
Deny vegan, so you can get sick easily and get free medical care from taxpayers' money.
Sweden is a nature lover's paradise, and the gracious Swedes greet travelers with a friendly "Hej och välkomna", which means hello and welcome in Swedish. I am Astrid. The peace-loving Swedish people admire your caring actions and concern for the less fortunate. May people and all earthly co-inhabitants have contentment and happiness in God's abundant love. Welcome to The Lord's Divine Love and Wisdom, from Divine Providence by Emanuel Swedenborg, vegetarian, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. In the 18th century, a great Swedish scientist and inventor at the height of his career began to see visions of heaven, spirits, saints, and angels. He saw Lord Jesus come to open his inner eye, which allowed him to travel in the celestial sphere and talk with different spiritual beings. This mystical experience transformed the scientist into an enlightened spiritual leader with a new understanding of Christianity. His name is Emanuel Swedenborg. From 1744 onwards, Emanuel Swedenborg spent over a decade of his life writing down what he saw in his spiritual voyages in more than 24 books. His visions of heaven and the afterlife, his realization that God is love, and his discovery of the Holy Bible's deeper meanings are just some of the revolutionary topics he bravely documented. The life and works of this remarkable spiritual world explorer inspire people to this day. Let's continue with excerpts from Divine Providence, where more fascinating insight is provided by Emanuel Swedenborg as to the connectiveness of divine love and wisdom in the heavens as well as our physical world. The Lord's governance. Everything we see with our eyes in this world is this kind of whole, and so is everything we do not see with our eyes, either in the depths of nature or in a spiritual world. An individual is this kind of whole, and so is a human community. Further, the Church is this kind of whole, and so is the whole angelic heaven in the Lord's sight. In short, the created universe is this kind of whole, not only in its entirety but also in every detail. If the whole and every part is to be a form, it is necessary that the one who created them all should be form itself, and that all the things that have been created in their particular forms should come from that essential form. Divine love and wisdom are form in and of themselves, and are therefore holy, itself, and unique. Divine love and divine wisdom are a single whole in the Lord. They emanate from the Lord as a single whole. A form makes a unity more perfectly as its constituents are distinguishedly different, and yet united. It is hard for our discernment to accept this unless it is raised up. because it seems as though the only way a form can make a single whole is if its constituents have some regular similarity. I have often talked with angels about this. They have told me that this is a mystery, clearly grasped by the wise among them, but dimly grasped by the less wise. Still, the truth is that a form is more perfect as its constituents and distinguishably different, but still united in some particular way. In support of this, angels have cited the communities in the heavens. Taken all together, these communities make up the form of heaven. They have also cited the angels in each community, saying that the more clearly individual angels are on their own, are therefore free, and love the other members of their community on the basis of their own affection. In apparent freedom, the more perfect is the form of the community. They have also referred by way of illustration to the marriage of what is good and what is true. The more clearly these are two, the more perfectly they can form a unity. It is the same with love and wisdom. Anything unclear is confused, and this is what gives rise to all imperfection of form. Angels have also offered abundant evidence of the way completely different things are united, so that they form a single whole. They have called attention particularly to things within a person, where all the countless parts are similarly differentiated and yet are united, differentiated by membranes and united by ligaments. They have said that it is the same with love and all its components, and with wisdom and all its components, which are perceived simply as unities. There is some image of this unity in everything that has been created. Divinity is present in everything that has been created because God the Creator, who is the Lord from eternity, brought forth the Son of the spiritual Word from His actual self, and by means of that Son brought forth the whole universe. This means that that Son, which is from the Lord and is where the Lord is not only the first but the only substance of which everything is made. Since it is the only substance, it follows that it is present in everything that has been created, but with infinite variety depending on function. In the Lord, then, there is divine love and wisdom. In the Son that comes from Him, there is divine fire and divine radiance. And from that Son comes spiritual warmth and spiritual light, with the two making a single whole. It follows then that some image of this whole is present in everything that has been created. This is why everything in the universe is based on what is good and what is true, and in fact on their union, or everything in the universe is based on love and wisdom and on their union. Since goodness is a matter of love and truth is a matter of wisdom, love in fact calls everything of its own good, and wisdom calls everything of its own true. We will see now that this union is present in everything that has been created. It is widely recognized that there is only one substance that is the first and is the basis of everything. But the nature of that substance is a mystery. People think that it is so simple that nothing could be simpler, that it is like a dimensionless point, and that dimensional forms emerge from an infinite number of such points. However, this is an illusion arising from spatial thinking. Spatial thinking makes the smallest element look like this. The truth is, though, that the simpler and purer anything is, the greater and fuller it is. This is why the more deeply we look into anything, the more amazing, perfect and beautiful are the things we see. So, in the first substance of all, there must be the most amazing, perfect, and beautiful things of all. This is because the first substance comes from the spiritual Son, which is from the Lord and is where the Lord is. The Son itself is therefore the only substance, and since it is not in space, it is totally present in everything, in the largest and the smallest components of the created universe. For more information on Emanuel Swedenborg, please visit swedenborg.com.
Just think of all slaughterhouses and production of beef or poultry where conditions for animals are impossible. Animals are transported in lorries many times without any water, which is extremely cruel. His Excellency Dr. Janez Drnovšek, Ph.D., vegan.
Gentle viewers, it was a pleasure that you could join us today. Coming up next is Jen Armstrong, vegan, Sing for the Defenseless, part 1 of 2, right after noteworthy news. Through the grace and benevolence of Providence, may we awaken our God nature within.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule a suprememastertv.com/WOW